Good morning and welcome to this edition of the Lynn Hayes Freeland Show. I tell you what, if anything, this is a jam-packed show. A little bit later in the program, we're going to talk with an author of a book on debt. Yeah, but not from the perspective you might think. Also coming up in the show, we are going to talk about a walk where you can come out and support Haiti. But we begin looking at the community and development in our community and how you can play a role in it. Joining me, two individuals, two perspectives. To my immediate right is Chris Sandvik, and next to Chris is Alyssa Lyons. They're both here on behalf of Pittsburgh Community Reinvestment Group. Welcome to you both.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us. Thank you.
So, Chris, let me first get you to explain to our viewers exactly who you are.
Sure. So, PCRG has been around since 1988. We are an organization that does policy and advocacy work on behalf of low-income communities and communities of color within the city, first-ring suburbs. We focus on issues around access to capital for lending within communities, as well as redevelopment within the land, vacant land especially, for repurposing in the needs of communities according to their plans, and in access to mobility choices, mass transit, walking, other choices for economic opportunity.
So when you talk about then creating those connections, by and large, these are things that many of the communities you serve might not otherwise know how to access or be able to access.
Or be able to access more often is the case, and because of that, not know how to. We feel that where you blend land, mobility, and capital, that's where you start to build real power and real economic justice within communities. We do that through policy and advocacy work with a base of close to 60 member organizations, community development corporations, neighborhood groups within that footprint that help us do the work on the ground as well, and we help them with their work elsewhere.
So, Alyssa, talk to me about this event, May 8th and 9th. Capital and capacity.
Yeah, so PCRG is coming up on our 9th annual summit, so that's pretty exciting, and we're going back to the return on access to capital. So I just mentioned we were born out of the Community Reinvestment Act, and we access to land and capital mobility. So we're going back to that. We're talking to banks, community development organizations, we're talking to community-based organizations. How are you getting access to capital? We'll have a bunch of guest speakers, a bunch of panelists there. It'll be really exciting. It'll be really exciting.
And who is likely to come? Who's likely to attend?
I think you have your average resident. We do encourage our community-based organizations to really so we provide scholarship opportunities. We do have neighborhood awards. We have bank awards. So you'll see all banks, small banks, mid-tier banks, large banks, from PNC to Allegheny Valley Bank there. You'll have mayors. We've had mayors on our panel. We had the mayor of Chattanooga come in 2 years ago. So I think it's a large variety of people will be there. But our main focus is making sure that residents have access to this information, because those are the people that we want to target.
That you're really trying to target. And so then, Chris, at the end of the 2 days, what we're really talking about is being able to leave there empowered.
Correct. So a couple things happen there. One is we help the community development ecosystem and the residents, as Alyssa mentioned, understand what's state of the art in community development today. It's a very sophisticated industry, which is why
because
so many
it's changed.
It has. It has grown in size and scope as we've realized what the problems really are. But we as an organization also have a charge from our members, as well as those attending the conference, in terms of what we are working on in the following year in Harrisburg, in Washington, on Grant Street, with private developers, with private capital, with public capital. So that piece of it really is the summit part. You know, there's the learning piece, and there's everybody getting together and celebrating accomplishments and thinking, and also planning for the future at the same time.
So, Alyssa, this is happening on May 8th and 9th. It's going to be at the Omni William Penn.
Downtown.
People need to register. What's that look like?
Yeah, so you're going to go to PCRGsummit.org, and you can go there and register. You can go there, apply for. You can go there and nominate people for awards, as we mentioned. So it's very interactive. So PCRGsummit.org, and you can register today. Unfortunately, early bird is closed, but you still have time.
That's okay.
To register. Still have time to register.
And Kristen, give me an idea. One of you two, and I'm not sure which one mentioned, this was the 9th year for the summit.
Yes, it is.
How have the needs changed in those 9 years?
This is a very different city than where we were even 5 years ago. And when we started down this road, the original intent was to provide a place where communities and investors were able to meet so that people could understand what those opportunities were. Community development in this city has changed dramatically because the city has changed dramatically. Community development has been built around stemming decline and stemming disinvestment, which is why we're called the reinvestment group.
Okay.
That's right. Well, we've had reinvestment, but reinvestment for whom, right? In these communities, whether it's East Liberty, Lawrenceville, we're starting to see it outside the city as well as in Millvale, Sharpsburg, Wilkinsburg as well. And so what the summit has become because of that is a much broader discussion on all the pieces that factor into displacement, gentrification, as well as frozen markets, because the flip side of gentrification is what we see in places where we still have a lot of blight and abandonment.
We only have about a minute left, but I'm going to give you the tough question here. So then when you look at where we are, where you look at this, where this region is, and some people that say we are growing, we're doing exciting things. There are other people who say, but they are still a very disenfranchised community here. Where do you fall on that?
I think I always ask for whom when I see people so excited about Pittsburgh and the growth and who it's affecting. I always say for whom, because you do have those pockets of underrepresented people who are still impoverished, disenfranchised, disinvested. So I always challenge it for whom. And then it challenges people to think about the region within Pittsburgh. So they say, you know what, I've been focusing on the East, I didn't think about the West. I've been focusing on the South, I didn't think about the North Hills or Northview Heights or those kinds of things. So I always just challenge and ask them to think about which pockets of people they're talking about. So it depends, because we are and then we're not. So
Perfect answer. And the website again?
PCRGsummit.org.
Awesome. We'll see you May 8th and 9th.
Great.
Okay, you missed the early bird, but you can still register. So just handle that. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about debt. So don't go away when the Lynn Hayes Freeland Show continues.